When Toyota unveiled the new Prius earlier this week, almost everyone was taken aback by how good it looked and how un-Prius-like it looked. Many people have speculated about what an actual performance version of the Prius might look like, and a few digital artists have already attempted to make that idea a reality. X-Tomi and Throttle both tried their luck as well. How do you think the two designs differ? What distinguishes them? Let's see. To begin, let's look at a comparison between X-Tomi's design to that of Throttle's. X-Tomi Design's Prius envisions the hybrid hatchback with styling cues from the GR86, but the base body remains largely unchanged. It has the same air curtains as the GR86's front end, while the wheels, brakes, and front fender vents are all from the GR Corolla. GR badging, body-colored wheel arches, a front splitter, a rear lip, and sportier side skirts round out the design. Throttle's concept is more comprehensive, imagining the car with a full GR Corolla body kit on top of a Prius base. The Corolla's front end's relatively simple design makes for a nice, distinct set of graphics, and its rear fender flares and extended side skirts complement the Prius's original lines quite well. If we had to nitpick, we'd suggest pushing the wheels further out of the wheel wells. Because neither designer mentioned how their hypothetical GR Prius would be powered, suppose this fictitious GR Prius ever sees the light of day. In that case, Toyota could install the Crown's top-tier powertrain to give it even more power than the respectable amount it already produces. In that case, a 2.4-liter turbocharged inline-4 and a single electric motor would produce 340 horsepower, and it would still be a hybrid, keeping with the Prius's eco-friendly mission statement. The new Prius is already quite powerful for what it is, particularly in its plug-in hybrid Prime trim. Moving on, Toyota Prius's Cross makes for an unlikely plug-in hybrid SUV virtual proposal. The Toyota fan community has welcomed the new take on the ubiquitous hybrid model that sparked the niche's revolution in the late 1990s. Of course, not all roses are red, as some markets, such as Europe, are only getting the flagship 220 PHEV rather than the less expensive base HEV. Meanwhile, North America appears to be set up for HEV and prime consultations with the Prius doctor, but who knows if that will be enough to pique the public's interest. As a result, many virtual automotive artists have imagined possible variants that would keep the iconic nameplate as fashionable as it once was. The ideas were plentiful, from an extremely wide-body forged carbon fiber transformation to a shrunken three-door GR Prius, coupe variants to a cross-style SUV. The latter comes courtesy of Kleber Silva, the Brazil-based pixel master known on social media as K-Design AG, who has also decided to have a CGI go at imagining a brand new Prius body style. From a logical standpoint, his point of view is simple. He used the recent Toyota Crown CUV as the foundation of the transformation. Then he applied the real-world lessons from Toyota's change of the popular Yaris and Corolla hatchbacks into cross SUVs. Unfortunately, there's one minor flaw, and the author admits that a Toyota Prius cross SUV is highly unlikely. That would be Toyota's American lineup's current abundance of crossovers, SUVs, and trucks. In the compact segment alone, the family already includes the all-electric BZ4X, CHR, Corolla Cross, and RAV4. Following that, Toyota Prius has a design that excites. Does the new Prius have a Ferrari-style front end? That's right, the new Prius appears to be influenced by some of the world's most intense sports cars. Not a bad thing, considering the sleek new looks make the Prius appear ultra-modern and sporty. In some ways, the new design combines organic shapes and lines with sharp chiseled edges, giving it a more muscular yet focused appearance. The classic Prius wedge proportion has shifted slightly, but only slightly. The average person will be able to recognize the car, even though it appears more mature in person. Toyota coupified the new Prius by concealing the rear door handles within the C-pillar, adding drama to the teardrop side profile and creating an elevated two-door look while retaining four-door functionality. This is a trick Toyota and other automakers employ from time to time, and it appears to work well for the Prius's new design. The blacked-out double sunroof design complements the coupe-like silhouette even more. Interior ergonomics was where the Prius may have faltered in the past, but Toyota's experimentation with various interior design layouts can be seen throughout the generations. The fifth-generation Prius reduces clutter and offers a good mix of digital readouts and physical buttons for base functions. Overall, the design and materials inside and out match Prius's slightly more upmarket nature. Next up, let's look at the Prius of the past. The Toyota Prius has been with us for approximately 20 years, 26 in Japan, but it was in the second generation that people worldwide fell in love with the Prius. The first generation was merely a great proof of concept. This model, which was first shown in 2003 as a 2004 model, is the one that became famous and is credited with originating the wedge-like hatch body style that is now extremely common. This design was influential for many other hybrids, electric, and fuel-efficient vehicles because of its reputation for producing a clean stream of air behind the vehicle, lowering the vehicle's drag drag coefficient while also maximizing cargo space and utility. Toyota has improved upon the ingenious solution, but the car's overall structure has remained the same. Although other models have been introduced that have captured the attention of drivers in different segments, such as the Prius V and the Prius C, which is more similar to a subcompact, the classic wedge-shaped Prius models continue to be produced. They have brought Toyota a significant amount of success. Moving on, the cabin of the 2023 Prius is a 10, compared to the outgoing model. During the presentation, Toyota released only one photo of the interior of the 2023 Prius, which has the same layout as the bZ4X SUV. The huge 12.3-inch touchscreen infotainment display makes its way to the Prius, a significant advancement. However, it will almost certainly be an optional extra, because the steering wheel and the mid in front of it are both from the bZ4X. Shorter drivers will struggle to see the driver's display unless they tilt the steering wheel. However, it is good that Toyota has integrated all of the necessary physical HVAC buttons into the lower dashboard area. Furthermore, the new Prius center console appears to have the same stick-type shifter as the outgoing model. Following that, Polestar 4040 fictional study pays squared-off tribute to the Volvo 240. Starting a new car company is not easy, but Polestar has transformed from a small performance arm of Volvo to a serious player in the electric vehicle space in just a few short years. Aside from the obvious technical and logistical challenges that new car manufacturers face, it's also critical for companies to establish a distinct and appealing design language. Polestar has achieved this by taking inspiration from current Volvo models while adding its dynamism. On the other hand, Polestar could build something like this: the Polestar 4040 design concept created by Jordan Rubinstein-Towler, if it ever wants to change its design language. Rubinstein-Towler drew inspiration for the car from the iconic Volvo 240 Turbo Group A touring cars raced in the mid-1980s. This concept's boxy shape is the first thing that will catch your eye. The lack of a grille and instead a combination of silver and blue panels will make you notice how intriguing the front end is. The 4040 was not designed with visible headlights, but a simple set of LEDs would suffice. The Polestar's side profile is also quite intriguing, with a very short front overhang, a set of large silver and blue wheels, a small camera instead of wing mirrors, no door handles, and very narrow side windows. The rear end continues the bold design with a pronounced ducktail lip spoiler, LED taillights, a bumperette protruding from the rear, and a diffuser. Rubinstein-Towler has imagined the car as both a sedan and an estate. Finally, the 5th-generation Prius changes. The 5th-generation Prius demonstrates that Toyota is listening to customer feedback and making changes in areas where the previous iteration struggled. The overall aesthetic is one of the most important aspects of the improvements. The plug-in and hybrid prototypes appear to be sharper than before. The teardrop stance has not changed, but it appears to be more aerodynamic than ever. Furthermore, the front end has been improved with sleek LED headlights that match the bZ4X SUV. The front bumper has silver accents around the grille, making the fascia look sportier. From the sides, a few details will make you fall in love with the Prius. Yes, you read that correctly. Toyota will offer larger 19-inch alloy wheels as standard on the 5th-generation Prius, up from 15-inch wheels. Because of the 2nd-generation TNGA platform, the new Prius has a longer wheelbase and a slicker roofline than before. Moving to the back, the LED light bar is a modern touch, and it appears that the Prius is not attempting to look like a sedan, but rather a coupe SUV. The 2023 Prius looks sportier than ever, thanks partly to the lower suspension. Furthermore, Toyota stated that the next generation TNGA platform would provide cornering stability and responsiveness, which a much-needed assurance is given that none of the previous Prius iterations did. The 5th-generation Prius is without a doubt the most refined version of Toyota's HEV pioneering nameplate, and it looks great thanks to its sportier styling. Well, that marks the end of our video for today. We hope you enjoyed it. On your way out, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more content like this in the future. And thanks for watching.